He said, Deanna, even a calling or purpose in ministry will not fulfill you. You ever experience those moments where God challenges your systems and you're like, oh my gosh, is he even allowed to say that? I had done business before in fitness and come to realize that it was completely unfulfilling. So in a search for fulfillment, I assumed that being heavily involved in ministry would be the thing that would really fulfill me. Doing things for God must be the key to satisfaction in this life, right? I chased a calling, looking for direction from God in every aspect of my life, which only created more bondage for me because I believed everything I heard, never questioned any systems, and assumed that doing the work of God would fulfill me. Fast forward a year or two later, I found myself in the middle of ministry wondering why I was still not fulfilled. How could it be that I left worldly things in order to pursue godly things, and I still wasn't fulfilled? What was wrong with me? What was missing? I began to ask myself questions like, what are godly things? Is my perspective of what's godly actually of God? Or is it a system that's been passed down by man? What are worldly things? Are the things in the world in and of themselves worldly, or is it our perversion that causes a thing to be worldly? He said, Deanna, the only thing that will satisfy you is communion with me. I almost expected leading people to God, writing books, talking about my relationship with God to fulfill me. But what happens when you even reach the church's ideal of success and you still end up asking, what am I doing all this for? I actually felt terrible saying things like that out loud. So I thought to myself, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I'm not doing this right. Maybe I need to quit and start something else. Maybe I'm not in the right field of ministry. Maybe I'm not doing the right type of ministry. Again, I was missing it. The Lord brought me into a place where both extremes, being super obsessed with self-ambition and heavily enveloped in ministry, would still leave me reaching for more, wanting more. And I was wondering why I wasn't satisfied. He said, Deanna, don't you see that you are solely meant and purposed to be in communion with me, to be in relationship with me? When anything you pursue causes you to chase that thing, thinking that it will fulfill you, it has become an idol. It's become an idol because it's taking the place of what true communion produces in your life. He said, Deanna, the only thing that you truly need in this life is relationship with your Father. Everything flows from that place. It is the only place that even when you are full, you will still want more, but not from a place of lack. He said, you can go on to write 20 books about your relationship with me. You can create a new ministry, start a house, be on a TV show. You can start all these things in the sake of my name or for the sake of my name. Those things cannot fulfill you because they did not create you. That doesn't mean that it won't bring you joy and freedom and experiences, even lessons. But true fulfillment and true satisfaction only comes through communion with me. And even that is a beautiful journey that we will walk through together. This is all to reveal to you the freedom that you have in me. I've been guilty of claiming the freedom through the blood of Jesus, but not actually living it, or walking blindly in ignorance, never questioning the things that I was being taught. He began to show me how much freedom lies in that simple truth, that I can walk in my natural gifts and abilities that He's gifted me with, and fully be aware that they will never fulfill or satisfy me, and that only He can. That I do not have to fear and chase purpose, because my purpose is to be in communion with Him, to be in relationship with Him. That the blood of Jesus granted me way more freedom than I can even comprehend right now, but He is a faithful teacher, and He will show me those things. That to go and preach the gospel means reaching the one in your local gym instead of waiting around for God to open a door so that you can be on a stage. That I can be an accountant, a professor, a teacher, a nail tech, and realize whether I'm sharing my gift with a believer or an unbeliever, I am still only fulfilled by Him. He said, Deanna, I will grow you in the wisdom of understanding that anything outside of me will not bring you satisfaction and freedom. And understanding this is freedom. Imagine living a life without fearing, am I doing this right? Am I walking in the right purpose? I'll only know if I'm doing that because I'll feel fulfillment. And if I don't feel fulfillment, then I must be doing it wrong. Nothing on earth that I pursue will fulfill me outside of my relationship with God. Because I now know this, I don't have to fear pursuing a thing, thinking that the end result must be fulfillment. Maybe this whole thing has been about the fact that He will walk us to and through things to reveal to us where true satisfaction comes from, even in the middle of ministry. Look at the freedom. The audiobook for Unraveled is dropping very, very soon. Read by yours truly. Stay tuned.